the pain, right? So what could be the problem with the uh, uh, tool itself? Can you think of anything? The camera normally has two things, right? Where's the tool? Yeah. So camera normally has a good lens, and it also has sensors, right? Am I audible to you or visible to you guys? And audible as well. So camera has lens, camera has sensors. Now, can I further break this down into lenses? Can I further think of something more? How I can really, make sense out of it? One second, guys. Can you think why am I getting why am see what is the end result? Blurry photos. With this lens, what could be a problem with the blurry photos? Maybe the lens is damaged, or inappropriate lens is putting some other lens that is not even fitting to this camera. Correct? Right? So we have damaged lenses or inappropriate lenses that he's using it, or maybe he's not using wide angle and stuff like that. Or it could be even possible, right? Yeah. So he has got a good lens, nice fitting lens to a camera, but that's dirty. That's another thing, right? So all these things that I'm using here for this lens will be a damaged, dirty, or inappropriate. These are again my contributing factors within this contributing factor. Make sense? Dirty, damaged. So you need to break it down. Problem management is to break it down to each level to see where is the problem coming from. Right? So killing the terrorist in Taj Hotel was not the only thing. We also needed to know from where they came, what route did they take, what objects were they using, what traveling, how did they travel, and how much ammunition that they had, and stuff like that. So everything we need to break it down. Right? Again, my if you look at my problem statement is blurry photos, and I'm not saying that for that particular project Alex was not paid enough. That's not my problem. Actual problem management is not that he's getting paid. So that's what he came to me. He said, I didn't get paid because I did a lot of work, and sorry, this is what happened. My problem statement was Alex did not get paid enough was not an answer. My problem was Alex uh, is getting blurry photos. That's my ear. So now you understand camera, tool, or equipment. You see, I have lens, I have sensors. What could be problem with the sensors? Can anybody think of? Let's go back. Same thing, right? Could be damaged sensors. Uh, damaged sensors. Sensors are not updated with the camera, right? Let's just take that as an example. Now we know tools. Now we know this environment as well, because in IT, if you see, sometimes we have 10 hosts going down, and that was in a data center environment. We had a natural disaster, or we had a fire. These are the contributing factors to that environment, right? Now, if you see at the equipment and the server suddenly stopped working. Why did it stop working? Because the server broke down. Server had issues with incorrect configuration of the database or the application, so that there was a heavy load on the server, and the server had to shut down itself, right? So now you understood. So Alex, the user himself, can make that mistake. It could be shaky hands, or you can call it as human error, right? One of the users just moved the critical SharePoint data to another directory which he didn't even know. Well, he was just toggling between the screens. He did that, and that could be the entire thing. So what is the problem? See, that is a cause. There is an effect. The data is lost, but human error. So what we need to do, restrict his access next time. So that is now preventing you for this problem to reoccur, and not for just that user. This can happen for the 10 people in the team, and they're randomly moving things. So we also need to know how many of you do this and move these things, asking information. So if they say no, we normally don't go to that SharePoint a lot of times. Okay, so you don't need an access, but if you need an access, raise a request, we will provide you. But you often go to that access. Make sure that you guys are being very careful about moving the data, and maybe you can just take off the modify access for them, right? Maybe you give them access to just read. right? So there's so many things that we can do. So see, overall, how am I relating things? That's what you got to do. Now let's say I also have process. Come on, this is the most important thing. Let me roll it here a little bit, right? So what is process? While taking a photo, the most important thing that we really need to do is to focus on an object. Is he doing that? We need to find out. Agree? Disagree? So we can call it as focus on object, or he is out of focus. The object is out of focus, hence it's giving us this result, which is a blurry vision. Agree? Now what else can we think of the process then? Like I said, the process is there's a bird that's flying, right? It's flying too fast, but the camera, the process of that camera is too slow, right? The shutter speed of that camera, let's call it as that way, shutter speed of the camera is too slow, so the object is moving too fast. It's related to this too fast moving object, which is an environmental thing. You can't stop, you can't tell the bird that, hey, I'm taking your photo, just fly a little slow. Come on, it's too funny, right? So maybe the process of that camera is the shutter speed is too slow. You understand what I'm saying? All right, what else can we think of? Okay, he had a camera. He was supposed to take a click, and he's forgotten to take that small a film, or maybe something on the lens. You know that, right? The lens is protected with kind of a small film on it. It's just transparent in nature. But then that, if it's dirty or there's a problem, then you will definitely get a blurry photos or unclear photos. So that's what happened here, right? So process, out of focus. I'm talking about here, out of focus is one of my branch tools, and here I have I just spoke about is the camera, the lens film, or the transparent strip. I can write that down. Transparent strip was not taken off. This was the process for him to do that, because he had a camera as a photographer. He needs to do things like that, right? Now, what else? Now when he's taking the photo of a beautiful bird, right, in the nature, in the mother nature, and the bird is flying, he's got it. But when you look at the photos are blurry. You know why? It could be, or maybe it's not that great. It's not that great. Maybe he hasn't applied something. Maybe he hasn't set that zooming angle, right? So that's a process for him to do so based on the object. So he's not doing that. Or maybe you can call it as beautification process, or setting up an angle, whatnot and whatnot. Yeah, I don't have terms to this. But now you see what are the causes. So he says, no, I set this up correctly, great, that was fine. He said, no, I had taken off the strip, that transparent strip, great. So you mark as tick mark. You say, no, I was not out of focus, I was actually focusing the object, great. Okay, the process looks good. Now let's go to the user, and now let's go to the environment. Now, a lot of snow? No, there was no snow at all. Was it too dark? No, it was not too dark. Was it too sunny? No, that's fine as well. Then he says, was the object moving too fast? No, but my camera is able to capture any fast moving object, so my shutter speed is also okay, right? So I have a advanced camera. So you have eliminated these two things, which is your process and your environment, right? Now you go back to the tool. Now, do you have the latest tool? Yes, he said he has got the latest tool, the latest lenses, and it's not dirty, it's not damaged, and it's not inappropriate, right? Now you have sensors, it's not again damaged, and it is updated, great. Now, where is the problem? So I eliminated all of this. Now we realize, when I asked him, okay, can you show me the other photos? Now, with the evidence, when I asked him to, can you do this again? So that's sometimes problem management team asks, can you replicate or reproduce this issue in a test environment? When I ask him to take the photos, or maybe when I'm talking to him, when I'm getting some information, he's talking to me and his hands are shivering. The whole problem is lying here. You understand? So shaky hands was the problem that gave me a blurry effect. However, considering this, I will also look into these factors as well going forward for all the photos. I will just give it a look on these things because I thought of all these things while I was driving this blurry photo problem management, right? If you see this, the whole Ishikawa effect, how simple and neat it looks like. It's just like this. This is my effect. This is my cause, and contributing factors, contributing factors, contributing factors, contributing factors, contributing factors, contributing factors. I hope you all got it. This is an Ishikawa and cause and effect analysis technique that can help you identify where the problem is. Okay, I'm already late for my meeting. I'm 10 minutes late for my meeting, guys. So good luck, and problem management is here that I've taught you, and I've given you a problem management workflow. I've taught you one of the techniques, which is Ishikawa technique, which is used for moderate to the complex problems. And 5 technique is very simple. You can read it on internet as well. And incident management, change management, and problem management is now here. The next video I'm going to make it is on ServiceNow. I'm going to start teaching you what is ServiceNow, how to use the tool, what are the roles in ServiceNow, what are the versions of ServiceNow, the releases, should not call versions, the release of ServiceNow, which is booming in the market. See you all in the next class. Have a great day and good luck to you.